Hey folks, I know it's been a while. Single fatherhood and working full time at UPS is draining. That's ignoring the on call bail enforcement job. Anywho, point being, was talking to my electrical engineer of a father, the guy that built those for me. Not that, those. And those are heavy and almost irreplaceable. They have tubes, expensive to maintain. And I was thinking, I don't want to bring those with me when I play a show. I don't want anything to happen to them. So I have a whole bunch of these, like so many other guitar players, I'm sure. Now, with the advent of things like this, you can basically turn a couple of pedals into a full-blown amp. Now, in a live situation, I find myself needing clean, crunched lead. Yes, I'm a metal player. What do you want? And, well, this just does basically lead. This does basically just crunch. I mean, it'll do clean, but I can't switch them on the fly in a live situation. So, my question is, how many of you have that pedal that you use for this sound, this pedal used for that sound? Yes. Like, let's see here. I have my clean sound. I have a dirty sound. I have another dirty sound. I have another dirty sound. I have an echo. Okay, ignore the echo because we're not talking about this. We're just talking about your gain stages. I have on order 2 Boss Wazacraft's metal zones. And why do I have 2? Because in most channel switching amps, the distortion sounds are voiced differently. One's a little bit tighter, one's a little bit looser, one's got more gain, one's got less gain. The mids are focused differently. And I find myself getting really frustrated because I would like to personally just have one distortion sound that has a very wide sweep on the mid-range, a very, very wide sweep on the gain. A good distortion sound that has a lot of variation within it. And setting one for rhythm crunch, one for solo sounds. How many of y'all do that? And how many would like to have a one-button solution to your gain pedals? Like I said, let's do this so you can. This AMT mimics a Fender preamp. So it's nice and clean in a pedal board that acts as a hub, if you will. So you can loop through your gain device as a channel switch, or as your overdrive channel, and switch it from here. So that stays on, and then you just toggle from here. The problem I'm running into is that when I go to the clean sound, there's dirt from, in this case, the 5150 overdrive coming through on the clean, so it's not pure clean. When I switch to the 5150, there's still that clean sound kind of layered in, and I don't have a completely discrete clean and crunch. What my father and I decided to do, and to get to the point about the question, how many of y'all would use this? A analog switcher specifically for your gain stages in a pedal rig to go to an effect unit. In my case, I use the TC Plethora X5, and I do not want to get rid of it. The other side of that is this has got a loop on it. I can put a compressor in front of my gain stage and all my modulation and ambience after. So I have a compressor, my distortion pedal, and then chorus delay reverb. But I want to be able to use my Fender Clean, completely discrete and independent of all my different boxes. When they come in, my 2 Wazacraft metal zones, one for crunch, one for lead, and just because of making things even, let's throw in a fourth. We're going to use the Eddie Van Halen 5150 overdrive as a second lead sound. Am I the only one that thinks this way, or how many of y'all would do that? I used to have a Marshall JVM with 2 overdrive channels, and they built on the gain, but it was too, I don't know how to describe it. I wanted 2 of overdrive 1 or 2 of overdrive 2. Instead, I had overdrive 1 and overdrive 2. So I like to have one distortion that I can, program, hence 2 metal zones. So 2 of the same sound, just dialed in differently. A clean sound, and then, again, just because my dad started doing helping me design the circuit. Instead of easier to just do 4. What the hell? We'll throw the Eddie Van Halen in there. So now we'll have clean, crunch, solo 1, solo 2. And it won't be programmable. It'll just be an instantaneous. You hit the button 1, you go to your clean pedal. Button 3, you jump over to solo 1. You can, on the fly, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're not doing the tap dance across your gain pedals. Am I the only one that thinks this way? Would you guys use that? I'm really interested here. Drop me a line. Sorry it's been so long. As always, I am Spaz.